G'day, it's hivman1000 here. I have been up all night thinking about, you know, what I've got and all the rest of it, and I'm trying to make it that there has to be positives and there has to be negatives to being positive. Definitely, depression is a thing that comes with it. And I say to people out there that don't understand, I'm sick of hearing seriously, oh, you look great, and you're not the same John you used to be, and you used to be so great and so witty, and all this, and everything's changed. And now you can't work, and I'm so disappointed in you, and wow, wow. I say to those people, if one of you, if you got, if let's just say one of you got emphysema tomorrow, how would that affect you? Let's just say if one of you had a severe heart problem or leukemia, or was given, leukemia, but leukemia you can last a long, long time as well. How would it affect you? Cancer, how would that affect you? There's treatment for it, but is it necessarily a cure for it? I ask those people that they don't have what I've got, so how can they understand what I've got? I've got HIV, and I try every day to be as positive as I possibly can, but I also know the inevitable too. It will one day. I mean, some people tell me that I'll die of natural causes, but so far, what I've read, I do think the AIDS get in there before the natural causes get in there, and medication and all the rest of the stuff. It is an absolute horrible feeling to know that people don't understand. They don't understand depression, let alone, like mixing this with depression is just, it's just shocking. Just get over it. I think I keep hearing is the words, get over it. My own family don't understand it. They don't want to read in too much about it. My father doesn't want to read about it. He doesn't understand. Yet he had, what did he have? Shaking, not the other day. He had something the other day that was minor, that put him off balance or whatever, and he was scared. So when something happens to yourself, when he had that fast ticker, straight to hospital, and that was scary stuff. When Mum was in she had her bad time. It isn't good for that person, and it's very, very hard that other people around you don't understand what's really, really going on. I go to a psychologist and they just hit you with that cognitive CBT crap. When they can't even remember who you are, you're just a file to them. The pills, the psychiatrist that I pay a ridiculous amount of money to, he just keeps putting me on more medication, which just totally destroys me. Family, I am trying to get, at the moment, loneliness for me is just ridiculous. I don't think I've got a friend. I don't think I have a friend. I've got associates. I've got people that I see. Last night, for the first time, I went out to bingo of all things, and it was damn hard, but it was to get over one of my ailments, and I quite enjoyed it, but it was very, very, very difficult to do it. Here I am in my safe place now, in my room, and this is where I'm safe. I know what's going to happen. It's like I'm going to compare this to someone that wins tax lotto. Say someone wins $22 million. He all of a sudden gains all these friends and family come out of the woodworks. I feel with me that I get sick, and then I start really getting attention, or people that haven't seen me for years want to come and see me, or we've missed out and too much, we got to catch up. Whatever's the past, the future's the future. You know, nothing is more important than I see other people and I wish they could feel what I could feel just for 1 second. I don't wish that they get a chronic illness because no one deserves that. But I also wish they'd understand and not try and give advice of you'll get over it, you know. Depression. Sir Winston Churchill was chronically depressed. Jeff Kennett was chronically depressed. Abraham Lincoln was chronically depressed. Depression is a real illness. It's a sickness. It's not just in your mind. And I definitely know that a wife of my brother would know that those were three people that were chronically depressed. And back in those days, there was no medication. You just, I don't know how they did it. No wonder suicide. Suicide is just ridiculously high. Another one I heard last week, a young fella committed suicide. The lady I went to the ward with when I was dependent on Valium, 1 week later she's dead. You know, from depression, from what she was going through. Well, I'm lucky that I'm strong enough to get through all that, but I'm doing this alone because I can't seem to get through to people how severe this is, that how much it's affecting me, and I don't need to be entertained at people's places. I don't need nothing, but I can count on my finger how many times people have been on the phone to me, or look, it's just horrible. It's funny, you need it to happen to you to become part of it, and I don't wish it on anyone. So that's today's thing. Was I don't mean it to be a downer, but that's exactly what's on my mind. And at the end of the day, it's a me thing. It's the only way out of it. You can go to psychologists, psychiatrists, psychotherapists. You can have all the backing in the world and do all these courses that I've done. I've done every frigging course in the world, yet when it boils down to it, I've got HIV and I have to live day by day, and every day that I'm alive is every day that the viral load increases, every single day. And I've been trying to go on medication for the last 2 months just to get it out. And because of the government, because of the cost of it, I have to wait till my viral load gets over 10,000 or my CD4 count gets under 350, which means I have to be sick before they'll let me go on it, because it's all about a money thing. And that's the way it is in Australia. In America, I believe it's different, but in Australia, that's the way it is. Or there has to be a severe symptom from HIV before you go on it. It's ludicrous. All about money. All about the dollar. I mean, I appreciate the fact that I won't be paying for it, whereas in other countries it's thousands of dollars for these pills. But the same token, my viral load's going up every day, and my mind plays tricks on me saying, am I getting symptoms? Am I not getting symptoms? And living a life of a hermit, basically. So that's it from me today. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing from whoever, and that's just the way I feel.